good? Hi, I'm Del Stone. I'm with WOA, the Working Class Analysis Organizing Alliance. And just to be clear, who is begging for more cops? That is not what people are begging for. When people talk about safe streets, they're talking about doing about the things that the Guilford for All people mentioned earlier, cleaning them up, community supporting each other. People are not begging to be policed. The item on the agenda includes $75,000 going to the Sheriff's Department. And the reason that there was so much pushback against that in 2020 was because those sheriffs collaborate with ICE. They give over information, including immigration status, of anyone they arrest. This can and has led to deportations of people, including people who would otherwise have been released. I have a second item I want to address tonight. It relates to an issue that the city manager mentioned earlier and didn't go into detail on, but this morning we know that bus drivers in the city organized a short-lived strike. They are demanding better pay and benefits, including more comprehensive health care, which they very much need and deserve. We know that bus operators make just about the lowest salary of all city workers, and yet their job is incredibly essential in the city. Without public transportation, workers of all kinds cannot get to their jobs. Without affordable and efficient transit, everyone in the city suffers, not just those people who use buses. Everyone's going to suffer when people aren't able to use public transportation. It's no exaggeration to say the city couldn't run without bus drivers, and yet the entire transit system gets less than a third of the money that the police department receives. And instead of funding public transportation, council focuses on making sure that there's money for police and public safety, applying for grants to make sure that happens instead of applying for grants to make sure people can get to their jobs and support their families. They're pawning off the cost of that to the poorest people in our community, the people who don't have the ability to afford a car and rely on public transportation, like those who spoke earlier at the very beginning of this meeting about this drastic fare increase that is drastic to those who rely on this every day. We work to pay these fees, we work to pay our taxes. It goes to this government, but does this government feel like it belongs to us? City councilors' priorities are clear. It's not always clear whether they're incompetent, self-serving, or apathetic, or all three. But we know they do not serve workers, and they do not represent us. Thank you.